Have you ever really tried to wrap your head around a number like 13.8 billion years? It's so big, it's almost impossible to grasp, right? But the story of our universe, it isn't just about how long it's been around. It's about timing. It's about this incredible series of cosmic coincidences that had to be just perfect for any of us to be here. So today, we're going to try and make sense of it all. Okay, let's dive right in.
So, to make this epic journey just a little bit easier to handle, we're going to use this really cool analogy. Just imagine the entire history of everything, from that very first moment all the way to right now, squeezed into a single calendar year. What would that even look like? And where would we, humanity, even show up?
So, welcome to the cosmic calendar. On this scale, every single day that passes represents about 38 million years. Think about that. And every second that ticks by, that's almost 440 years of actual history. This calendar, it's our map for this journey, and it's going to show us just how unbelievably new we are to the whole scene.
Now, what's truly wild is that for most of this cosmic year, pretty much nothing we would recognize today even exists. The first few months are just quiet. It's this long, slow-motion story of the universe setting the stage, a story that honestly could have ended before it even really began. Okay, our story starts at the stroke of midnight, January 1st, with the Big Bang. But this wasn't just some chaotic explosion. No, it was this moment of impossible precision. I mean, if that initial blast of energy was just a tiny fraction stronger, everything would have just flown apart into a cold, empty void. A little weaker, and the whole thing would have collapsed back on itself. Everything we know is here because of that one perfect start. And then we hit fast forward. It's not until March that our own galaxy, the Milky Way, even starts to form. We speed through spring, through summer, and it's only in September that our sun and the solar system are born. 9 whole months have passed, and our cosmic home is just now being built. So let's jump ahead, way ahead, to the last quarter of the year. As we head into the autumn of the cosmic year, things finally start getting interesting, right here in our own little neighborhood. The Earth takes shape, and pretty soon after, thanks to another amazing stroke of luck, the very first hints of life appear.
Shortly after Earth formed, another one of these wild cosmic coincidences happens. A planet-sized object that scientists have named Theia slams into our young Earth. It was this colossal collision, and the debris from it eventually came together to form our moon. And this was so important. Without the moon's gravity stabilizing our planet's wobble, the Earth's climate would be absolutely chaotic, probably making complex life completely impossible.
So by late September, the very first single-celled life pops up in the oceans. Then, all through October, tiny little bacteria start pumping out oxygen, totally re-engineering our planet's atmosphere. It takes another whole month until November for cells to figure out how to work together and form multicellular life. And by early December, we start to see the first real animals. Simple things like sponges and jellyfish just drifting around in the ancient seas. And then, around December 17th, something absolutely incredible happens. Scientists call it the Cambrian explosion. In what's a relatively short amount of time, life just explodes. It goes from super simple to wildly complex in a burst of evolutionary creativity. All of a sudden, the oceans are just teeming with creatures that have shells and spines, heads, tails. It was like life's first great Big Bang. All right, we finally arrived at the last week of the cosmic year. Life has crawled onto land, and the planet is about to be ruled by some of the most spectacular creatures in its history. And their entire reign, from the very beginning to the very end, is going to take place in just these last few days of December.
So believe it or not, the dinosaurs show up on Christmas Day, December 25th. By the 26th, we're in the Jurassic period, with giants like the Brachiosaurus roaming the Earth. Fast forward to the 28th, and the world has changed again. Now you've got fearsome predators like T-Rex hunting icons like the Triceratops. I mean, they ruled the world for what must have felt like an eternity.
But that reign comes to a sudden, violent, and crashing halt. An asteroid, miles wide, slams into the Earth. It triggers a global catastrophe that wipes out not just the dinosaurs, but over 75% of all species on the entire planet.
Now here's the key part. On our cosmic calendar, that world-ending event for the dinosaurs, it happened just 2 days ago, on the morning of December 30th. Their entire 180 million year rule fits neatly between Christmas and New Year's Eve. And their extinction, well, it cleared the stage for the rise of mammals and, ultimately, for us.
So we've journeyed across 13.8 billion years. And now, here we are. The very end of our calendar, New Year's Eve. The entire story of humankind is about to unfold in the final, fleeting moments before that clock strikes midnight.
And this right here is where it gets truly mind-bending. the last minute of the last day of the entire year. Okay, at 11:58 p.m., the Stone Age begins. We jump forward. With just 23 seconds left until midnight, we invent agriculture. With only 8 seconds to spare, the Great Pyramids are built and we invent writing. And in the final, single second of the cosmic year, the entire Roman Empire rises and falls. The Renaissance happens. Every king, every queen, every war, every single invention of modern history all flashes by in the final tick of the clock.
So our entire history, everything we've ever known, is less than a blink of an eye at the end of a very, very long year. We are the result of this impossible chain of timing and coincidence. We literally just arrived. And it leaves us with this one profound question. After 13.8 billion years of cosmic chance brought us to this exact moment, what will we do with our next second?